What's up, everybody? This is a typical cat boss coming to you live from the doghouse. Yes, sirree. We are live tonight. Yeah, that's a bunch of my brother's stuff that I gotta sort out and everything, get it together. But I wanted to talk to y'all about something tonight that has been weighing heavy on my mind lately. I know a lot of y'all that watch me, watch for the comedic stuff and the funny stuff, and that's all well and fine. I'm the first one to tell you that I love to have a good laugh and I love making people laugh. But there's something that Americans especially have a hard time talking about. And forgive me, I'm a little sick. I just got a little something in my chest and was trying to get it up. So if I start coughing, I'm okay. Don't call 911. I got an inhaler right here, and I'll be fine. I'm trying to quit smoking, but it's hard. But anyway, I want to talk to y'all about something, all right? Mental health, all right? A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but let's talk about it, all right? First of all, there's absolutely no shame in mental health, all right? There is not anything to be made fun of. There is not anything to look down upon about mental health, because let me explain something to you, okay? And it's kind of common sense if you really think about it. You can't be cool. You can't have your stuff together. You can't live your life. You living your best life. You can't even do that without mental health, okay? Mental health has got a bad stigmatism put on it, where everybody hears the word mental health and they just think, oh my God, they're crazy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no, let's stop right there, all right? Mental health is something that everyone should take care of more than anything, more than your regular health. Because let me explain something. If mentally you messed up, okay, you're not going to be able to do the physical stuff, okay? And just let me take you on a little journey, okay, of my life and the stuff that I've experienced, okay? So you'll know that I've dealt with this firsthand. All right, so first of all my life, I felt like I was different as a kid, like growing up, I didn't know I was gay until I was 11, but it wasn't even a gay thing that, I knew I was different. It was my mentality of stuff. I had an uncle who was manic depressive, bipolar, schizophrenic, just all that good stuff wrapped up in one. And my family, it was kind of looked down upon when in the summertime, I mean, he would take his medicine regularly, and in the summertime he would go outside and he would sit and smoke. And he would sweat to death because he would sit outside and smoke, so because he couldn't smoke inside. And so it was almost like he was sweating his medicine out, so it was like he wasn't even taking it. So every summer, it was just normal routine for him to get sick, okay? And his sickness was like a mania, okay? It was just erratic behavior and, stuff that you shouldn't see as a kid, And I've seen this every summer. And you know how like schools do fire drills and stuff and tornado drills? Well, my family did an uncle sickness drill, okay? I had bags packed in the closet at all times. There were family friends from church and school, but mostly church, that knew what was going on, that could pick me and my cousins and my brother up at any point in given time. And, they knew what they needed to do. That's weird, okay? That's not common. up until I was grown as an adult, I thought that was normal. I thought everybody had a crazy uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought everybody had bags packed in their closet. And I didn't find out to my early 20s that wasn't something that everybody's family does. And I was shocked. Okay. Now, what's crazy about this whole thing is all those years growing up, everybody always talked about how sick he was and everything, and how they didn't understand the things that he did. But I did. I understood everything, why he did it, and what he said, and the reasons behind everything, and I got it. And I am one of the only people that he never hurt physically. And he told me it's because I was just like him. I didn't know what that meant until years later. I got into drugs at a young age. My mama passed away, and when she did, it just, it kind of put a void in my soul that I could never fill up. And I tried to fill it up with drugs, and obviously that didn't work. And so when I was 23, I thought I did some bad dope. But apparently it was the bipolar, coming out of me and showing its ugly face. Look at my dirty hat. And showing its ugly face. And I ended up on the 8th floor of the hospital. And that's when I was first diagnosed with bipolar. And it being, the early, it was 2003, the early, millennial times. It really wasn't talked about a lot. It was talked about, but it was still like shunned. You know what I mean? And so I didn't want the family to know that, oh, I'm sick just like Uncle, because I saw the way they treated him, and I didn't want them to treat me that way too. They already treated me badly because of the whole gayness, but I didn't want to bring crazy on top of gayness. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't tell them. But then, things started to happen. I wound up in prison. I took a charge for somebody. I took a drug charge for somebody. And in prison, they experimented on me with different kind of bipolar medicine. And the results were astounding. Like, none of that medicine helped me. It only created more anger and mania inside of me. And so, like, for years, I was just wandering around lost. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I was just out of my mind. And it's like I tried to talk to my family about it, and they just, labeled me, okay, well, she's Uncle Crazy. So, there's nothing we can do. But the whole time I'm crying out for help, and nobody would help me. And I mean, I didn't even know what was going on, But all that, I went through all that crap. I met Charlene, and right at the beginning of our relationship, Charlene knew something was up. And she was like, look, you got to get some help. And so I was like, okay, all right, I will. I went to mental health, and I did everything I was supposed to do. And I said, look, I've already tried all these different kind of medications, and nothing seems to work. And I'm depressed all the time. And it'll be like months. I'll be like 3 months in the bed and won't go anywhere. And then all of a sudden, one day I'll wake up and I just want to fix everything. And I go through a mania stage of like 6 weeks or, 6 months. And I'm just go, 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 go. And then I slip back into that depression. And I don't want that. I want to be normal, and I don't want one thing to trigger me to send me back into that dark hole of depression. Like, I need help, And so I reached out to mental health. And I did everything that this doctor said to do, everything. And so she was like, look, have you ever took this before, this before, this before? And I'm like, no. She's like, okay, we're going to try this stuff out as a combination, and we're going to, I'm going to monitor you, and we're going to see what works. Bipolar is like a trial and error type thing. You have to take trials on yourself with this medicine to find the right combination. Until you find the right combination, you do not stop trying. You can't, because you cannot live with bipolar without medicine, okay? I'm living proof of that. Living proof. There's no way you can't, okay? And I know people say, medicine is just a crutch, but I'm here to tell you, I'll take that crutch any day than to be living inside my own hell, which is my own mind, without the medicine. I can't function. I can't. I'm angry one minute, I'm happy the next. I'll cuss you out in the same sentence that I tell you I love you. And it's like a war in my mind of a devil sitting on this shoulder and an angel on this shoulder, and they're just fighting, but it's inside my mind. And it's like I can't stop it. And one thing's telling me to do this thing, the other thing's telling me to do this thing, and I'm just sitting here like, which one do I choose? What do I do? And it's like constant just chaos in your mind, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it except medication. So I said, okay, I'm gonna listen to you, doc, and I'm gonna do what you say, okay? I'm gonna try out this medication. And so I did. I tried it out. And, it takes like 2 weeks or whatever for it to start working. And after those 2 weeks, I got out of bed and I started to get up and I started to be productive. And when I did, it's like my whole outlook changed, And I was like, okay, I'm not going to sit here laying in bed, laying on the couch, laying in the recliner, and just daydream or watch TV and dream about the life that I want to have. I'm going to get up and create that life for myself, because this medicine is helping me balance out everything. So that's what I did. I got up every day, took a shower, got dressed, took my medicine every day at the same time. And here I am now. What is this? 6 years later? Here I am now running a company. And 6 years ago, I was in that bed. I done got so fat. My back hurt so bad I couldn't walk. I was on 2 canes. I was doubled over. And no, it wasn't because I was lazy and I was overeating. It was because I was depressed, because I wasn't on the right medicine. And I had given up all hope until I reached out for help. That's the number one step you got to do. You got to reach out for help. If you don't let somebody know what's wrong, they don't know how to help you. You can't do this on your own. Mental health is so important that you cannot just rely on yourself, okay? There's experts out there that can help you. I always thought therapy was so stupid. I was like, why would I pay someone to go tell them about my problems? Like, what is that going to solve? And then I went to it and I was like, whoa, this person knows me, but they don't know me. But they know me because they're an expert at what I'm going through. See, this whole time, all those years that I was alive, I was thinking that I was the only person in the world who had these mental problems. Like, I thought I had created them in my brain by myself, but I didn't. There's a world out there just like me, and I had no clue. because I never reached out and asked anybody for help. Reached out to them, and it's been life-changing. Life-changing. People see me all the time, they're like, wow, you know, it's like night and day. Like you've totally changed, but for the better, you know. I try to have a positive attitude about things now because, you know, I was in such a dark place and I never want to go back there. And so to those of you that are struggling with your mental health, I urge you, I pray that you will go and ask them for help. My neighbors are still up. I pray that you'll go and you'll reach out and you won't let anybody down you for having bipolar or schizophrenic or manic disorder or, you know, any kind of PTSD, any kind of mental disorder. It's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. You were born that way, okay? And it's not your parents' fault, and it's not God's fault. That's just how it is. You were born that way, but you don't have to live that way. That's the great thing about mental health. You don't have to live in that fear anymore. You don't have to live in that dark space anymore. There's help out there for you, okay? No matter how crappy your childhood was, no matter what's happened to you in your life, everything that happens to you in your life doesn't define you. You define you, okay? You define you. So, to anybody out there that has any questions you want to ask me, I'm all ears. Literally, I'm all ears. Look at them big boys. But seriously, for real, like, I know the struggle. I know it because I live it every day. But I choose every day to not wallow in it and dwell in it. I choose every day to get up and take that medicine. I choose every day to get up and do something productive. Do I think 6 years ago I could have ran a company and did all this by myself? I did all this by myself, except for Matt doing the doors. I did everything by myself. By myself. There's no way 6 years ago I could have done all this. No way. Because I wasn't healthy. Everybody's all like, you know, oh, you got to exercise, you got to run, you got to do cardio, you got to lift weights, you got to do this. Yeah, that's all well and fine. But none of that's going to matter if this is messed up. If your mind's messed up, none of that crap's going to matter. So, before you do yoga, before you do all that crap, before you lift weights and run and diet, how about check out your mental health? I promise you, it's a game changer. I promise you that. I'm just saying, take it from me. I know. And I've worked my ass off to get where I am today. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm damn proud. Because I chose to get up, get help, and do better. And now I have everything that I've ever wanted. And then some. And things are still happening right now. Like, big things are happening in the future for me. So a few of you know, but a lot of y'all don't know what's about to happen. And just know there's going to be some big changes. And none of them changes could have happened without me starting off by going to mental health. So, love yourself before you can love others. Do not be ashamed to ask for help, okay? I'm living proof. I'm here for you if you need me. All you got to do is call, text, message, whatever. Put a comment on here you need help. Give me a phone number, send me a DM. I'll reach out to you. I have no problem doing that. All I want to do is help you help yourself. All right? Much love to y'all. This is Typical Cat Boss. I'm out.